how's it going today? We are back at the Kern's house today, and we're going to be cleaning it up. But this time in the living room. So, I am, as always, just very excited to get back. And yeah, let's just jump into build mode, and I will see you in a bit. Okay, so here we are back in the living room. And this is a lot. I forgot how bad this was. So this was like one of the original rooms that we did. Goodness me. This is a lot. So just as a reminder, if you see some custom content stuff in here, like this hutch or whatever this is the only CC pack that I'm using in here is the one by the creator, A Winged Llama. And so it's the Nostalgia Living Stuff pack. And then I also today was just looking to see if they had any updates. And one thing that I had downloaded long ago that goes with that pack is the functional phone, which I'll be putting in here. So it's like a wall phone, which you'll see in a bit. And then also I saw this today, this popcorn ceiling, and I've been looking everywhere for something like this. Let me make sure that this doesn't delete anything in here that we want to keep. Okay, so I'm going to actually be putting that like everywhere because we want that. We want that. And that to me is just going to be the cherry on the top. Look at that. That fits this era so well. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. So let's get to de-junking and degroadying this place up, because I'm obviously going to keep some things, but a lot of this has got to go. And now what I'm doing is that a lot of this stuff that was kept in here, it may have been brought in, like not originally, but like over the years, because they probably lived in here for quite some time together. And as times change and decades go on, you kind of update your decor and stuff. So I think these curtains in particular, maybe they didn't have them originally. Let's get rid of this cobweb. And so, I forgot. I added some more pictures, guys, so that we have some for the families. I know. I'll show you the other ones in a bit, but this is one of the ones we got. I just tucked it down here because in my head, in the lore, he had this picture of the two of them that he just could not stand to look at because it was such a happy day. Maybe this was like the day when they like inhabited the house for the first time or something. I don't know. So I'm going to be putting in the original, like this is a brand new house that they got, and this is all new to them, all new furniture, whatever the case may be. Or maybe like that they've been living here for like 5 years. Like it's very new, like it's new enough, So look how like it already looks so much better in here just by cleaning that up and taking off those window things. I am so excited and happy. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. My little one now, she's at this point where she likes to name emotions. And so she's always like, oh, mommy and daddy are frustrated, even if we're not frustrated. I think what she's doing is like she likes to, kind of find out where we are. Like, are you happy? Are you okay? Kind of thing. So she'll be like, mommy and daddy frustrated, or whoever it is. And then she'll be like, I'm so happy. So that's me right now. I'm so happy. This just looks so much better. Look at the sun coming in. Oh, it's so nice. Okay, enough of that. So I'm going to get rid of all of this crap on here. And originally I was thinking I wanted to keep these chairs, but then I found some better chairs. Maybe these chairs came later. Yeah, so we're going to get rid of that. And move to we're going to get rid of these. We don't want these. And let's get rid of all the pee-pee stains. Whoop. Okay, I accidentally deleted the floor and I had to go back out of the main menu because I didn't save. Thank goodness. Since I have I had deletion protection on. You gotta be careful with that. They even warn you when you put it on, like, hey, make sure you don't overuse it. And I was like, I'm overusing it. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to keep, well, I probably won't keep this because I don't think they would have had that kind of thing in the 70s. I'm going to keep this jar though. And I've got to change this out. So let me find the right one. The non-yucky one. Okay, here it is. So I'm just going to get rid of this. Get rid of some of these paw prints. And this dirty clothes pile. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, I didn't put anything under there. Thank goodness. I had some stuff on there that we don't want. I'm going to put this over here so I remember to get that. Going to get rid of all these boxes and junk because we don't need all that. I'm going to save this fish though because, you know, he did do the hard work for that. Just make sure that there's no junk over here. I really want to keep this. It looks like a 70s lamp to me, but it's too junky. So I'm going to get rid of it and just put something else there. I'm also going to get rid of this yucky mug and these binoculars and this recliner. I want him to have a recliner, but I feel like that it just isn't. It's too worn looking and it is not quite of the era. So I'm going to give him a different armchair here. But I'm going to keep this magazine rack. Now, as far as this TV is concerned, I'm going to try to rig something up, and I'll show you what I'm going to do in a little bit. Also probably going to, I think I was going to get rid of these because they're not that 70s and they're a bit old lady to me. So I feel like maybe these came later, or maybe these were like her mother's or something, and she kept them and put them up later. So I think I'm going to get rid of those for now. And I'm going to get rid of this phone because I would imagine that that phone would have actually been a phone that they actually used. This phone right here. And I want to put this phone, and what I'm saying is like in the future when everything was digital and they didn't have these kind of phones anymore. Like people still use these, I guess, in real life, even now. But back then they would have had this maybe here that they used. And because there's really no other place to put it, I'm going to put it like here. And this is again from the winged llama, and it is, let's see here, usable. So they can actually, it's a functional phone. They can actually use this phone. It's really cool, and it comes in different swatches. So got that one, and that one. And I think I'm just going to use the white simply because it's the most normal looking one, and the one that I just got rid of that was up here was like a whitish color, so I'm gonna keep it like that. So I'm gonna keep everything on here except for like this, and then what I was thinking, I don't know if this is gonna work, is maybe using this to size down a little bit, kind of like to look a little bit more neat, just kind of put in here. Yes, that's like slightly off still, but maybe we're gonna like overlook it a little bit just so it looks a little bit neater and not so junky, you know. And then I think, is there a better version? Yeah, there is. I think we're gonna use that one that's not all like beaten up and stuff. It's not the same frame, but it'll do for now. Maybe this is like a newer, you know, like frame and picture at that time. We're gonna leave that guy here. And I'm actually, because I can't see anything because I took all the lights off so it could be depressing, I'm gonna put some lights in just so that we can see. I'm sure you guys are like, thank you very much, because I'll take these out. So I do want it to be a little bit dark still because, you know, it's just a family home. But we don't need all the super bright lights, but just enough so that we can see what we're actually doing. So I can get all this yuckiness out of here too, because we need it to go. Oh yeah, so this is what I was talking about. So I took these pictures of these Sims and recently, and yeah, I just have these here. I thought these were really cute. Originally, I had some that I just got off the gallery that weren't necessarily these Sims that could just like, they were kind of ambiguous enough, kind of like how this one, you know, is a little bit ambiguous. So I'm just gonna keep these in here. I think this is cute. And then maybe over the years, they kind of changed them out. And then the one that we had maybe from the gallery that he was looking at in the old new house, like the later house, the junky house, maybe that was like her as a senior citizen or something later. Then I don't think I want to keep this television here. Well, maybe I will, I'm not sure. I think I want to get rid of it because we do have this giant one. Now, what I'm thinking is, I don't know if it's going to work. I'm thinking I can make this functional in some way. So let me see. I was kind of playing around with it, and let's put it down a little bit. Just kind of having it like that. It does like that, does like its belly button peeks out a little bit, but that's fine. And I'm pretty sure they can use this. I just have move objects on, and I've done that just to make this like functional, because this is supposed to be like the 70s era, like late 60s into the mid 70s, this house, and they would not have had flat screens. Needless to say, they would not have had flat screens. So I'm thinking that that is what we're going to be doing there. And I'm going to get rid of this jar. We don't need a random jar there that he put on that. And then let's see here. I do have a few things picked out. So I'm going to be using this as the coffee table. Originally, I had the basement stuff coffee table, and I just feel like this is just as nice. It's a similar like color to the wood that we're using throughout. And I'm going to be using this lamp instead of that other lamp, which I really wish we had a clean, nice version of the other lamp. Maxis EA, if you're listening, please make a better, like, make a nicer version, like a clean, normal version of that 70s lamp that came in the basement stuff. This one, please. Or at least maybe add some like nice swatches so that it's like clean and not all messed up. Please, just for me. Like that one is slightly better, but it's still dirty. So I don't want that. Like it doesn't have the crack, but it's not, it's not clean. So I'm going to be using that one instead. It's fine. And then I'm going to be keeping this sofa in, but I wanted to put, I think there's like a blanket that goes along with this. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here we go. I found it because I had to like search for everything here. And oops, not the couch. I don't want to change the color of the couch, just the blanket, please. I'm thinking probably that one. And then I have a pillow. I want to put some pillows on here too, but I'll need to put move objects back on for that. Okay, and then what I want to do is I want to choose the swatches here. I think I want this one. I think these are nice. I think I'm going to do a couple of these on either side. I think that'll be nice and cute. By the way, if you hear my air conditioning running today, it's another hot day. It's like a stormy day, but it's like kind of hot. So we have to have the AC on. Sorry about that. And also if you hear random thunder, that's because it's a stormy day outside. So I'm going to keep these things as they are. And because these would have just been, they would have had the record player and their records and stuff like that. And I'm going to keep this like hutch thing and all of that together. I'm also going to keep this, but I might do it in a different swatch. And maybe she had like a different one at that time. Something like that, maybe. Or that one. Yeah. Maybe we'll keep him with the blue. Maybe that kind of matches at that. And then what I would like to do is maybe put these onto the coffee table and maybe put some like pretty flowers or something like that up here. When I say pretty flowers, I mean like, of the time pretty like this. However, I do have some like that on the dining room table that I'm going to be putting, so maybe not those exactly. Maybe some kind of potted plant like this. Yeah, and then we'll put something else here in a bit, but let's just keep going. In this corner, I have pulled out this table, it's like a little table, I guess. This little corner table. I'd use this in the Woodard house in their in their garage. And maybe this is the same one. So, okay. It's like a time dimension, right? That's not the right word for it. But like, when time went on, they were like, we don't really want this or need this anymore. And they like switched it out with something else. And the Woodards were like, oh, we like that. Can we take that? We'll use it in our garage. And so they just took it. So maybe this was the one that was in the garage. Huh? Yeah. So then I have this dining room table. Now this is huge, so I'm going to have to see if I can even fit this in here, but it was so cute. I really wanted to do that. So let's move this out of the way and just kind of line it up, because I have this light that is supposed to go over this dining table. Like it was in the original spot. Now I'm not necessarily going to be putting chairs all the way around here, but I wanna have a round table. Like enough for them to be able to entertain. I think that should be okay. Let's see. And you know what? I'll play test this too. And you know, maybe what we can do is put move objects on and scoot that as close as we can. And hopefully that they can get through there. I'll test it. In fact, let me do that right now. Okay, yep, they sure can. They can get through here. They can sit at all the chairs. So I'm happy. So actually, let me move this dining room light just in the middle there. That's cute. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, so I think I would like to maybe put their photo someplace, because I'm going to put these lovely curtains. These are very, very 70s to me. I've never personally lived in the 70s, but I would imagine from things that I've seen that this looks like the 70s. It's cutting slightly into... Let me see if I can fix that. You're going to be a headache for me, huh? Maybe we'll just like omit, like look over that for now, and when we put like curtains here, it'll cover it up. I don't know. It's The Sims. These are supposed to be normal sized curtains, but they're like huge. So I don't know. The other thing is like that's cutting in now. Let's pull it out slightly, and I'll have to replay test this. Ugh, that's fine. Okay, that's good. And then I've got these little ones that match. I just thought this would be cute to have matching things. And I'm just going to put these up kind of high here. I don't know why these curtains are so freakishly big. Maybe what I can do is size them down with the tool mod. Let me try that really quick and let's see. Okay, that seems to be a little bit better. Yeah, I put them down. I put the long ones down to about 0.80 and then these to about 0.90. I'm going to try to scoot that over a little bit so they fit just that much better. That's fine. In fact, what if I kind of overlap them? Let me see if I can do that and make it look a little bit better. Yeah, that's better. Looks a little bit nicer that way. Ooh, that's a lot of pattern. But you know what? It's cute. It's cute enough. Let me go ahead and do that on these as well, just so we have both sides covered, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so all of those are on. They are very cute, very loud, but they work. I'm going to go ahead and put this rug as well, and I think I got to put that with the tool mod because I think originally I had sized that up to like a 1.2 or 3. So let's see. I think that's right. Now, I could use this one, or I could use another one. I could maybe get like a more 70s looking one. I'm debating that because this house, again, would have been a young couple living in here, and maybe they were a bit more trendy. I mean, there are some very traditional pieces like this one, but this actually really is kind of 70s to me too. So let's see what we can find and see if this will even work. Or if not, we've always got this one to fall back on, and we've got to get a chair too. But I feel like this rug is traditional enough, and I think even if it is the 70s, this would probably be fine. But let's see what else we've got. Yep, so I think it's gonna have to be this one here. So I'm just thinking, you know, also with this couch, like I said, they lived in here for decades. Maybe this was not the original couch. Let me see if there were maybe some other swatches that I might want more. Why can't I say that? Instead, like, I think this one is actually better for a 1970s style couch. or even like these stripes, but I think these are going to be better. And then if I'm doing that, let's change the pillows too. I feel like that's fine. Like this on the back is okay. And maybe just some of these like mustardy yellow color to go with everything. I think that would be a bit nicer. I think that fits and flows a little bit more than that other one did. Now, this does not go with this. I wish they had these in like an orange swatch, but they don't. The only thing that's even close to that is like this, and this does not even go, but you know, it's fine. The other thing is that they did have this swatch, which is like a greenish, but I just don't feel it really goes as well. Yeah, I just really like this one because we have the orange carpet and stuff like that. We don't have a lot of like good orange things to choose from, and the 70s were like all about earth tones and stuff like that. And I mean, I feel like green's fine too. I don't know. Doesn't have to match. Doesn't have to be the best. We have a green lamp too. I don't know. So let's go ahead. I want to put this candy jar up here. Again, I feel like they would have had a candy jar. And then it's bothering me. So let's fill up this hole with some kind of chair, like an armchair. Okay. So I'm thinking this one, I think that would be fine. The other thing I was looking at, which I was like, I'm unsure, was this one. I know that's kind of weird, but it does kind of read 70s to me. And it just didn't really fit with the rest of everything. And we have a mix of like traditional and kind of like groovy in here. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use that one and just hope for the best. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to pull out a few more knickknacks for around here because I think pretty much we've picked out all the large stuff that we want to do and it looks so much better. But let's go ahead and just get some things to fill up, like some shelving and just some little odds and ends. So we'll be right back and then we will be done with this. So a couple of things that I put in so far that I don't really want to touch and move because I had to use the tool mod or I had to like put them up manually. I put this guy in with this cute little bunny statue. I put in this little basket with the flowers, and maybe this was the basket that was used by the flower girl at their wedding. A lot of people keep stuff like that, so I just have that up on this shelf. This is just a debug item that came from my wedding stories. So, you know, I also put this letter here, and I wanted to put, there's like a debug item of like a wallet, but for some reason, when I try to place it, it just disappears. So I don't know if there's like a million of them under like the house or something, but we can't put that there. But I kind of wanted to put like some semblance of like, oh, he always had like cluttered tendencies because this is probably like his chair. Then, so I've pulled out a few things, like I said. I wanted to put this kind of macrame situation because apparently, and this is according to my grandma who lived in the 70s and my mom who was like a kid in the 70s, apparently this was like cool back then, like macrame. I mean, it's cool now. I mean, macrame is awesome. I don't think it really ever goes out of style, but like everybody had something like that in their house, so we're doing it. Okay, and then I've got this plant. This is from the Nostalgia Living Stuff pack, and I'm just putting that right on top of here in this kind of like brown with the yellowish kind of, I guess it's supposed to be hydrangea, which those aren't really what that would be in real life, but like the colors, I don't think they come in that color. But whatever, we're gonna suspend belief. They kind of look like lilacs too, in a way. It's but like giant ones. I don't know. Well, they're just Sims flowers. I'm jumping all over the place, but I've got this lamp from Nostalgia Living Stuff pack as well, which I'm putting here. And I have this like storyline in my head, like, okay, maybe Vivian is very good at chess and she's won like amateur tournaments and stuff like that, maybe around Willow Creek. And so this is like her trophy, and like she has like a chess set and like all these books and stuff. So I'm putting that over here on this shelf. And I also have just another like little books that kind of match in with the color scheme here of these books. Originally, I had these books over here, but I kind of thought it's a bit neater to put them over here with the other books too. And, you know, some people, they just have stuff out sometimes, and that's okay. You can be a neat, tidy person and still have a couple of things out, you know. Then on this shelf, I'm just putting in some knickknack things. Like, these are things you would have, little incidental, like pencils and erasers and I guess a ruler, notebook or notepad, things like that. And I've got this little keepsake box, which I'm putting right next to it on this shelf. And I'm hoping it's not cutting in too much. Should be okay, I think. It's cutting in, but you really can't tell. It's like just jammed up right by it looks like. I've got a little souvenir, and maybe this was like from the town or city in which they were married in. I don't know. Because isn't this like a Willow Creek thing, since they have like the tram that goes in some of them, like some of the like streets or something? I don't think it goes through here, but I know some of them have it. So I did it in this brown swatch. It just looks more 70s to me in that swatch. And I think that was it that I had for this little, this like little corner thing going on. Oh, I forgot to mention, as you can see, I like boom and like blew up this this photo. I just did it with the bracket key, just one, and it's cute. It's cute, you know, but I could see why he might want to take that down later on after she's passed. So on top of this TV, I am jealous, by the way. I feel like this is so cool. Back then, you could just use the top of your TV for like displaying stuff or like as a little shelf. We don't have that now. What the heck? And then I've got this little cute puppy statue. This reminds me of Sparky so much. And I feel like when they saw it, they were like, oh, we have to get it. Maybe they got this first. Maybe when Carl was like a little kid or something, he always wanted a dog. And maybe there was a dog that he saw that looked kind of like this with these colors and like the long floppy ears, and he always wanted one. So they got this statue because he was like, oh, that's like the dog I always wanted. Then when they saw baby Sparky, they were like, oh, that's him. And Carl fell in love, and of course Vivian could not say no. So yeah. So that is that. And I think we did pretty good. I think that looks a lot better. It sure probably smells a lot better in there, you know? So should I put this fish down here? No, that's too cluttered. I'm gonna put it back over there, I think. There's not enough room for everything. Oh, I also put a wall clock over here from the Nostalgia Living stuff pack too. I just squeezed it in, and it's pretty, I mean, it might be covered up by the clock in real life too, you know, or by the clock, but the curtain in real life too. So you can't really put it anywhere else in here. There's not enough wall space. Everything is kind of covered up already. So we're just going to leave that. And since I didn't have phones to like show you just that you have all the time back then you probably would need some kind of a clock on the wall. So I'm going to delete these. And yeah, I think that's much nicer. What I think I want to do is, and hopefully you'll see that here in just a little bit, I want to do a before and after with how it was looking before and now with like it being cleared up, how it looks. So yeah, I'm really happy. I love the popcorn ceiling. That's exactly what I was looking for. Is that kind of like patterned-y look, you know? That looks so much cuter, so much better. I mean, that doesn't look better in there. But yeah, everything else looks so much better. Oh, it's so clean. I'm so happy with that. So that's it for today. And in a little bit, I am going to put in some before and after photos so that you can kind of see from the different angles what's changed and what it looks like, what it used to look like now. You know, like we're technically in the past, and the old one that we did originally is like the present kind of, unless you listen to my deepest lore, which is that this is heaven. Anyway. Oh gosh, you know what? Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Please leave me a like and a comment and subscribe if you haven't. If you already have, thank you so much. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Make good choices, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.